Saturday, April 28th is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, organized by the Drug Enforcement Administration. Federal agents and police officers will be at Central High School in Springfield from 10 to 2 on Saturday, collecting old prescriptions you might have in your medicine cabinet. This event is part of a nationwide effort to combat the opioid crisis, which often begins when abusing an old prescription. Carolee McGrath sat down with Magda Colon, the community liaison for the Springfield Police Department, and Officer Mike Dyer to learn more.
April 28th, between 10 and 2, we're going to be at Central High School on Roosevelt Ave in Springfield. And the event is about picking up those prescription medications that I left in the house. For some reason, you don't need them anymore. The person that was prescribed for has passed, and you have all these medications that are home at risk for somebody else to consume it in the wrong way. So now we have no questions asked. You come to that address on that day between 10 and 2, and they'll pick up. That's it. You just bring it. You don't have to worry about whether your address is there or not, because they all get collected in big boxes, taped up, incinerated, and put away.
Okay, you have a background in public health.
Yes.
Do you think this really makes a difference when we talk about this huge opioid crisis, which I know you certainly as a cop see different elements of it, but do you think it really matters?
I believe so. I believe I think it does a few things. First, it brings conscience to the issue, right? It just reminds people that there is an issue out there about drugs and being used incorrectly, and it also gives them the opportunity to get rid of them. So 2 times a year, we actually strongly remind people, this is going on, have them at your home, pick them up, bring them to us. We'll take care of them.
And you can't throw them out, and
No.
you can't flush them down the toilet?
No, absolutely not.
That's a no-no, because?
So you're messing with the atmosphere now. When you those medication, if you think about like what we're dealing now is a lot of these painkillers or fentanyl or these medications are very strong. Now we are diluting them, throwing them down the toilet. Where does it go?
Right.
It comes back to the atmosphere in different ways. So it affects us anyways. So the proper way of disposing of them, you'll be taking them on that day to us, or just look for on the DA website to give you other places that you might be able to take them during the week or during the day.
So on the DEA's website, I was surprised to see, so they used a quote from the National Survey on Drug Use. 6.4 million Americans abused controlled prescription drugs in 2015, and most came from medicine cabinets. Now, I know in your line of work, you're probably seeing people who have gone from maybe the prescription drugs to something harder, maybe to heroin, right, or to fentanyl at that point. But I was surprised to see that, what is this, like teenagers who are doing it, people going into their grandparents' medicine cabinets.
There's just a bulk amount of drugs inside your house, and, it could happen anywhere. It could happen with your kids, adults, if you have people over the house. A lot of times the bottles aren't labeled. People are curious what it is, so they'll take them. And we just want to prevent this. So if you can bring them all down on Saturday to dispose of them, that would be terrific.
As a cop, when you roll up on a scene and you know that somebody has OD'd, I mean, obviously there's all sorts of people affected now. And there's a whole other criminal element that comes along when you get into drug use, right? There's guns, there's dealers, and there's other things that happen. Tell us a little bit about what you see.
I mean, we're trying to prevent the misuse of the prescription drugs, which can open up avenues for harder drugs. And, if people become addicted, then they're looking to get more of it. So they could be out there, committing thefts or, different crimes in order to support their habit. So we're trying to prevent all of this.
Right. And what are you hearing from people in the community? I mean, do you think people are receptive to this event? I know this is not your first time that you've done it.
No, this is not. This is like my 3rd time around. But people are receptive. They actually ask for it at the different meetings. When is this happening? I think it's the convenience of just having a place to bring them. There's no questions. It's easy. You just pull up. One of the guys will come out and get them from you, help them in your car. We see a lot of medication being dropped off on that day.
When you talk about like the opioid crisis in general, obviously there's been so much attention that has been brought on it, and needed attention, of course, from law enforcement, medical community. But you used to think of it, let's say 10 years ago, that this is like a city problem, right? You think of, the bigger cities in the area would be Springfield and Holyoke. But of course it's coming up 91, it's from 95. and now it's out in the suburbs. So this is something that, would you say, all parents, really need to be aware of as far as this could happen anywhere?
Right. I don't think it's just a city problem. I mean, this is nationwide. It can happen anywhere, and it starts, it could just be starting with someone getting sick and they go to the doctors and they're prescribed a drug. So, eventually you end up putting it in the back of the cabinet. You don't see it for a few years, and that's how people accumulate them. And we're just trying to have people empty their cabinets out.
And how strong? I mean, like sometimes I've heard people say it was just like it was that one pill. It was that one time, and that's it.
Right. Well, every drug is different. I mean, a lot of the prescription drugs could be, similar to heroin, where you only have to take it once and you're addicted. They like the feeling or whatever the drug does for them, so they look for more.
And what would you recommend, to parents especially? Let's you talk about, visiting grandma or somebody else. I mean, you also were talking a little bit about an aging population in the area and how this is so much more prevalent that there would be drugs around.
So usually when people go to the hospital, we're getting parents that we're taking care of at home rather than in a nursing home. So when that happens, you see that all the care is taken at your residence. So we're a little more relaxed about where things are kept, or because one nurse come in and then the next nurse come in, and you have shifts of people coming in and out of the house. Now there's great opportunity for things not to be where they're supposed to be, or be left, or medication being dropped off by a company that is in bulk. So that's when you have to be very, very aware of what's going on in the home. And then when you go visit with little children, you have to be very careful about what they have around them and what they put in their mouth. Or, grandma, she may not notice that her pill went under the counter. Right. So hands and knees before you let your eyes off. And I know it's a lot of work, but it's all it takes to keep us safe.
And everybody thinks of opioids, but is there anything else in my medicine cabinet that I should be concerned about?
Well, I think extra medication. So in your medicine cabinet, or the medication that that's prescribed to your children. So if the doctor said a teaspoon of this, because the medication comes with a teaspoon, right? For the little measurement equipment. Use that measurement equipment that comes with the medication. Don't grab the spoon from the
I know,
coffee
there's always
spoon.
some left over, right? There's always.
Yeah, so if there's there's some left over, there's a reason why. So make sure that the medication that you give your child is that appropriate to their age. And then look at labels. Sometimes we have, the cold medicine contains some medication that may be repeated on the fever medication. Right. It might be repeated in another medication. So when you do that, you kind of build the kids' tolerance to the medication itself, or it might be even worse than that. So just pay attention to those kind of details.